Hello everybody and welcome to my 5th PHP tutorial. This tutorial is going to teach you about numerical operations with your variables. So it's actually possible for you to perform sums with your variables when you're assigning them values rather than just giving them a normal value. So I'm going to create a variable to start off with, and I'm going to call it my first number. I'm going to set it equal to a number 5, and I'm going to put a plus and then 10 semicolon. And so what's happening here, this is an assignment operator, not an equal sign, and it's going to take the right hand side, work it all out and calculate it. So it's going to do 5 plus 10, which is 15, and then it's going to assign it into the value of what's on the left. And so the 5 and 10 isn't going to become my first number. My first number is going to become 15. Then I'm going to create my my second number. I'm going to make that equal to my first number. So I can use a variable value, which will be 15, instead of actually putting numbers in. And then I can perform another operation on this. So I'm going to put another plus 10 semicolon. So this is going to do, first of all, 5 plus 10, which equals 15, give it to first number. It's then going to do my first number, which is 15, and add 10 onto that, which will then be stored in my second number. I'm then going to do something a bit controversial, although not really that controversial at all. And I'm going to go and redefine my first number. I'm going to make it equal to my first number plus my second number. So this is a good example of how it actually assigns it. So it does this side first. So it already knows what my first number is. It's going to be 15. So it will take the value 15. It will then add on the value of the second number, which will be 25. I'll add them both together to make 40. So I'm going to assign that value into my first number. So that my first number will no longer be the value 15, it will become the value 40. So let's put this out onto the screen just to show you what it's going to do. So echo my first number, semicolon, and threw my mouse across the desk, that was useful. Press save. And then let's just refresh our thing, and then it's going to not like these because I haven't put my dollar signs before them. I'm actually a mistake. Press save and refresh, and then there's still one more, and it's here. Hopefully you guys aren't as silly as I am. Refresh, so 40. So it's possible to do quite a few different number calculations here. What you want to do is you can do subtraction, you can do multiplication, you can do division. So let's say instead of adding 10, we want to times it by 10. Press save. So this is going to do 15, and it's going to times 15 by 10 to make 150, and it's going to add 150 and 15 together to make 165. So let's refresh this, 165. We can add them all together, so we can say another times 10 here. So this is going to be 1515. So press save and refresh. So 1515. Some of you might have been expecting it to go to 1650, but it doesn't work like that. It works the same way as normal maths does. So if I've got a multiplication, that's going to take precedent over the plus. So it's going to do the multiplication first, and then it's going to add on the number. If you want it to multiply the whole thing by 10, then you need to do the same as you would in maths and just put brackets around that first part and press save and refresh, and then it's going to come up as 1650. So the important thing to remember is BODMAS. and some of you probably heard this before. So that is brackets over division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Let's comment that out because we don't want it ruining our code. So if you want to make comments in your code, just put /* before the start of your comments and */ at the end of your comments. And then that will make them all green and they won't show up in any of your code. So first of all, it's going to take precedent of anything in brackets. So we'll add these two numbers together in this scenario. It's then going to do any division, so there's no division. It's then going to do some multiplication, so it'll multiply 10 by that, and then there's no additional subtraction left, but it would do those afterwards. So important to remember, most of you probably know it already. And so that is how you'd use all your numeric operators. The last one I want to show you is one which is the increment operator. So if I take my first number again, and then rather than saying equals and assigning it a value, I'm just going to put ++, and then put a semicolon, and then I'm going to copy it out again. And press save, and over here, press refresh, and then you'll now notice that the first time it does the number, we don't want them on the same line, let's put a break in. So echo /br, save, refresh. So the first number is 150, and then this ++ just adds 1 onto the value. Doesn't look that useful, but when you come onto loops and things, then this is going to become really quite a useful thing, just adding 1 to the value of the number, and you'll find out why. You can also, instead of ++, you can do -, and you can probably guess what this is going to do. It's going to take one value off. You could also do plus equals, and that, or here I've done minus equals, so plus equals, and then you can put a number in, say 10, and press save, and then that's just going to add 10 onto it, so it's going to make it 1660. So they're increment operators, and we'll be using them quite a lot in later tutorials, so just remember those. That's it for numerical operations. In the next tutorial, I'm going to go into strings and how you would combine strings together. So thanks for listening, and I hope to catch you soon.